Boss, are you picking a fight again? Boss! Rude. Hey. Don't make me have to chase you with the broom again. You guys shouldn't be playing catch a cat on the 6th-story building. You were just asleep. Bird was just asleep in his spot. What's so wrong with your spot above the door that you had to come down just to chase Bird, huh? Look at Noble Lady. She doesn't even like me and she's still staying nice and calm. Don't be a jerk, boss. It feels like that's all I say to you lately. Look at you. You didn't even want Bird's spot. Now you're over here. Are you gonna lay down a Noble Lady's spot? You don't even lay there. Oh, you want food? Are you gonna meow for service? Oh, look at those eyes. Those are the eyes of a cat who would like some cat food now, please. He even licked his lips. Oh, well, I don't know if I could say no to that face, even if you are being a little bit of a jerk. Months of care has cultivated this amount of trust. But Chips pointed out to me, probably not the best idea in the world to pet a stray cat in a foreign country. So I will continue to admire you from afar. Just leave enough for Noble Lady to eat too. I think she's gonna want some. You're okay, boss. Boss! You are literally being a jerk for no reason. Noble Lady is literally behind that flower pot minding her own business. And you looked up from your food and decided to have a problem with her. Look at him. You know this behavior? that routine, that casual saunter over to his spot, and he's gonna climb onto the roof now. Watch. Yep. There he goes. Now he's just gonna be like, I didn't want to be here anyway. That is because I have on more than one occasion had to break up the cat fight that boss starts with this broom. This broom right here. I have had to pick it up and I have had to just wave it in his general direction, which actually startles Noble Lady and Bird worse, so that he'll stop trying to pick a fight with them. You don't pick a fight on the 6th story, boss. That could spell doom. I'm sorry boss was being a jerk, Noble Lady. You can come out and eat whenever you would like. Hey. Hey, what is this? What is this? I don't know if we give cat food to jerks over here. There's literally no reason for you to pick that fight. Sass bucket. Don't think I'm not watching you. That's why you can tell he knows I'm watching him, and that I don't like it when they, like, it's fine if they want to growl and kind of figure out their own territory, that's their business. But when the claws start flying, that's just unnecessary. I'll have to pick a fight with Bird, I bet. Don't be a jerk, boss. I wonder if he's trying to go around backwards. It's like, well, she can't bug me if I go from up here. They're clever cats, so I'm sure Noble Lady will be able to handle her own, but if he starts going in on her again with claws, I have the broom. Oh, what's this? We have an exceptionally tentative standoff right now. Boss is coming over to get some of the morning food. I need to get them a new container. Their old container actually blew away in the typhoon, so I need to get them a new container to put their food and water in. But for now, he's eating it off the porch. And Noble Lady is sleeping under the table. Yeah, you, Noble Lady. Like usual. Earlier she was sleeping by the door and boss attacked her for no good reason because he was being a jerk. So I'm keeping an eye on this situation. Hey boss, don't be a jerk. Alright. Hopefully everything will go okay. And meanwhile, outside, it seems like the roof cats have calmed down. We've got Bird in his sleeping spot behind the bamboo in the garden. Then down here, we've got Noble Lady sound asleep on her chair. That's so interesting how the last few days she's decided that's like the best place to sleep. And then finally, we have Boss asleep on his spot above the door. So I don't know what their problem was over the last couple days. They were fighting a lot yesterday, but everybody has decided that on a hot summer day like this, it's better just to relax and take a nice nap. I can hear tons of the Japanese white eyes out in the trees around our deck, but I can't see any of them. They're so tiny. They literally look like tiny little leaves jumping around in all of the greenery. So by the time I'm usually able to focus in on them, they fly away. It's like searching for a small moving piece of green in a sea of leaves. So Japanese white eyes are proving to be a bit of a challenge to find, but I love listening to them, and they always swarm around together in a little flock, and they have so much to say to each other, and they're chattering away. So I'll try to see if I can find some of them today. Bird usually lets me know when there's some close by, because he will start to perk up and look around in the trees, so I try to follow his gaze and figure out where they're at. But I love them. They're so cute. I want to get some more pictures and videos of them before we go. Also, I want to try to clean the deck up a little bit more today. I have to try to dump that big tub of water to get rid of all of the mosquitoes that attack me from in there, but it's full of dirt in the bottom and really heavy. So I'll do my best to try to dump that, and the cats have been knocking over the plant pots, so I need to set those back up and water everything over there. And then I'm gonna sweep together more of the debris from the typhoon and maybe even wash the windows. So I may not be feeling my best today, still kind of sick, but you know, you can always make things look really nice. Try to tidy up the house a little bit. That always makes you feel better. The roof cats are watching my cleaning efforts. Boss is slinking around Boss's usual spots. And then Bird is moving around up against the side of the house and pretty comfy right over there. And even Noble Lady is hanging out today over here, resting in the plants. And as long as I don't get too close, they seem okay with it. But I'm just busy sweeping over here, kind of tidying up the main part of our little porch area, and it's looking a lot better, I think. I moved the plant back onto the table now that the storm is over. I'm cleaning up all of the major palm fronds that have fallen down. It's not like it was super duper tidy when we got here, but I always think it's nice to try to really take care of the places you stay at, especially when the places we stay at include so many live plants, which is amazing. It's kind of hard to believe that we've been here for almost 2 months and we're going to be going home in just a couple weeks. There we go, pretty tidied up. The roof cats appear to be in a very forgiving mood. I guess they wore themselves out by fighting so much yesterday and earlier today. Definitely kept us on our toes, but I think that they're okay. They're just sort of they get along until Boss decides that Boss wants to lay down in one of the other cats' spots. And so Boss has to go and chase Noble Lady or chase Bird away. Bird and Noble Lady really seem pretty chill with each other as long as Bird doesn't try to go down behind Noble Lady's flower pot. And they all seem fine no matter how much food is out there or how many places I put the food. It's just Boss more than anybody seems to want to pick a fight now and then. If he decides for some reason where that cat happened to be laying down, he wants to lay down there now too. But these cats have been here a long time compared to how long I have been here or we're going to be here. So I kind of trust them to work it out on their own and to like figure out how to adjust to the space. But I do go out there with the broom now and then and kind of break up the fighting if there seem to be a lot of claws flying. And I've always tried to be really careful about it. I don't want to startle them off the, you know, 6-story roof, and I don't want to really stick my fingers in where a human shouldn't be involved. But that's enough of the roof cat drama for today. If you can't tell, I still have quite a bit of a cold, but I'm feeling a lot better. And even just little things like being able to eat a nice healthy meal that I made myself this afternoon, and being able to sit down and drink some delicious tea that Chips went out and found for me last night. We ran out of our herbal tea. I was really sad because I had resigned myself to drinking nothing but hot water to try to feel better with this cold. And so last night, after he did a bunch of homework and was muttering to himself in Chinese on the couch for a while, he got up all of a sudden, and I was kind of delirious with my little like sick cold fever feeling. Didn't really know what he was doing, but he kissed me on the forehead, disappeared for like an hour and a half, and then he came back victorious, having gone out and searched all of the local shops. Some of them were closed, most of them were sold out, and he finally found a vegetarian shop a few streets over that had one brand of herbal tea that didn't have caffeine in it that he brought home. So I now have fresh cups of blackberry herbal tea that he victoriously brought back for me from way far away in a loving gesture to try to help my cold. Interrupted by my camera dying and then this amazing storm we're having. I really hope that Chips will be okay as he walks home in it. In fact, I hope he doesn't walk home in it. I hope he'll just stay on campus and wait and then come home when the rain eases up a little bit. But it's back to that about 2 in the afternoon thunderstorm regularity that we have for summer here. I knew I should have been a little bit suspicious when the weather was so nice and kind of bearable today, especially with the breeze. But it's really pretty actually, and I'm really glad that I'm gonna just enjoy these thunderstorms for a little bit longer. I might even grab the GoPro and put it out in the rain and just record it for however long the battery lasts, just to have a memory of what a rainy day here in Taipei was like. That would be pretty awesome. And I also have realized that there's gonna be so many things that I'm gonna be so grateful for when we get home, but one of those things are going to be able to look out my window and see like trees overhead, and not just everywhere around me. If you look in the sky, you see buildings. So that's gonna be really nice when we get home. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of wrap up today because I'm still resting, so I'm a little bit sick, and I've been pecking away at a little bit of work and recording as I can, with telling you guys how good I feel. Because yesterday was like all full of regrets, and I do have some things where I'm like, yeah, push myself just a little bit harder without like judging myself if I don't reach it too badly. To do things like go out. Today I'm sick, so clearly I can't do that. But prioritizing, actually, it's not even pushing myself, it's just prioritizing the things that matter to me. And that is like being able to interact with the people in the Patreon community who really are like friends, and that feels so good to be able to talk to nice people instead of kind of the free-for-all that your comment section can sometimes be on YouTube. And to build up that socialization, and to balance out the fact that when Chips comes home, I just want to spend some time with him because I love him. How would I want to react if I came home from a long day away and he was just like, oh, I'm still working? That would hurt me so much. So I want to spend more time with him, and I've been chatting with my sister, and I still have a lot of videos to record, but I keep just reminding myself, hey, you're kind of getting over being sick. Take it a little bit slower, one moment at a time. Oh my gosh, do you see that lightning? This is so cool. Where is the thunder to follow that up? Is it going to shatter my eardrums again? Okay, that one wasn't so bad. Sometimes the lightning will hit the buildings like right next to me and really hurt my ears when the thunder goes off. So trying to like warily keep an eye out for that. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So many rumbles going on outside. But I just kind of wanted to follow that up from yesterday's vlog. Daily vlogging is kind of weird because you don't have a really neat and tidy kind of little story to tell in a video. It's just this mishmash mess of life as you experience it. And I always have found something super appealing about that, but sometimes as the person doing the vlogging, it can be frustrating because you want to give a sense of resolution to your problems. You want to give a sense of progression to the things you're trying to work on in your life. And I'm gonna work more on that when we get home because I think that'll make me happier as a person too. If I have something to present to you guys and be accountable for to like the vlog channel, that I'm trying to make a change in my life and then actually following through on it. And I guess part of that is figuring out my priorities in life and unapologetically putting Chips first. Unapologetically putting my health first, and I haven't ever really done that. Those of you who have been around in our community for a long time know that I've always been so apologetic and so scared and so nervous to put my need to relax a little bit more, my need to do less sometimes before the expectations that sometimes just I put on myself for our community. And so I wanted to follow that up from yesterday's vlog. It's not tidy, it's still the messy progression of myself as I figure this all out and figure out how to prioritize adventure and the love of my life and my health before the creative joy of my work. But I'm finding joy in it again as a result of trying to work all of that out and find my balance. And I feel like I need to tell you guys about this messy process of balancing my life, because who knows what kind of effect the workaholic behavior I have had for years has had on others. I know that other people are always asking, how can you do so many videos? And the honest answer is that I was fueled by fear. Fear of not having enough money to put a roof over my head, fear of losing the momentum of this wondrous career that kind of feels like it fell into my lap, fear of upsetting people that I really wanted so desperately to be happy. And now I've just kind of accepted the only thing I can do is my best, and the community has grown to the point where I've reached that growing pains stage, and now I feel like I'm coming out on the other side of it, of accepting that I can't make everybody happy, that I wish I could, but I'm not ever going to be able to, no matter if I was literally a robot and literally just a Seri app. There's no way I could make everything or make the quality or make this or that to make everyone happy. And so the best thing I can do for me as a human being in my life is prioritize the things that my heart tells me are important. And also to work hard, to not slack off, but not make working hard go above everything else in my life. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. The rain is kind of distracting me because I'm a little worried about Chips coming home. And hopefully in future vlogs, it'll just be able to be a chronicle of the daily adventures that I get up into and a chronicle of progression. I plan on trying to pick maybe one thing every month and kind of tackling it as my personal priority life goal and sharing it with you guys, because I love to do that once we get home, and seeing things change, seeing fun things happen in my life as a result. And I think that'll be more where I want my vlogs to go in the future. But there are still rambles like this because life's messy and I'm figuring it out, and maybe they will help somebody. So I'm gonna go and keep an eye out for Chips, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with less cat fights.